Hola, mis amigos. What's going on, guys? How we doing tonight? Bueno, que bueno. Que bueno. I got some bubbly tonight, left over from my wifey. A little too sweet though. Can't drink much of this. But welcome, my friends. You're here. It's been too long. It's been a long couple days. Hope you guys are well. I've missed you. And yeah, just what's going on? Been an interesting couple days, huh? I felt like it was a very slow week, and that's why I didn't come on yesterday. I did that small video, but holy smokes, there's a non-member in here. Did I mess up the settings? Nothing against you, adventures, but this is a members only. I'm not going to kick you off. I can't kick you off. But did I mess up the settings? Oh my God, it looks like I did. Well, members, sorry, this isn't a members live. This is a public live. Oh, my God. Oh, okay. Well, I had a long week. We're going to treat it as a members live, though. So, members priority, we're going to just go all out, lounge, have fun, and then maybe I'll give you guys a bonus tomorrow since I messed tonight up. But that's all right. Everybody's welcome. Welcome into the not members live, and that's okay. That's okay. These things happen. Oh, wow. Can you tell I'm tired? Yeah, you can probably tell I'm tired. That's all right. It is what it is. No worries. Well, members, thank you for understanding. We can't be smooching behind closed doors now. Everybody's going to see us. It is what it is. Oh, well, cheers. So, slow week. My wife is out tonight with my sister. My sister's in town from Georgia, and we've just having a great time. My nephews are here. We've just been having a good time. So, but that's one of the reasons I wasn't on earlier. I usually am on the afternoons for members on Saturdays, and it is what it is. But tonight we get to lounge. I got a drink. I got one more drink, and we're just gonna hang out. So I'm going to go over recent news, what I've been seeing. But other than that, guys, on these members lives, much more wide open. So just letting you guys know, it's much more wide open than usual. Q&A is there. We can talk about whatever. I don't care how off the wall it gets. If it's like way crazy, then I'll let you know. But other than that, we're just going to have a good time. That's what these members lives are all about. If I have something really deep dive kind of stuff, I do it on the members lives. I don't have it this weekend because I'm exhausted and I'm just now catching up on my Patreon classes, which I finally caught up. Did another epic class today, deep dive in the Bible. Did an awesome class on marketing on Wednesday or Thursday night, social media marketing. And so all caught up there. But anyways, tonight, though, it's anything goes. So whatever you guys want to talk about, we'll talk stocks, economy, politics, and pop culture, sports. I don't care. Let's have fun. Let's go deep on stuff and anything you guys want to do. So no, not free membership, Jason. It's I actually made a mistake. I did not set it to members live. I just accidentally went public before I did all my switching. So you can tell I'm rusty. My vacation, I came back a little rusty. So it is what it is. Soul Joe, you're glad I messed up? Yeah, man. You got to listen to the iPhone. You go to the browser. You do the desktop version, go to YouTube, and you can join that way. So Darren, new members day, sign up. Yeah, please sign up to the members live. First rule of members live, we don't talk about members live. That is correct. That's correct. Jimmy Page plays Joe Biden. Thomas, distract Biden. Squirrel. All right. I'm going to bring up some stuff here. Thoughts on costs. So excellent question. Let's pull up costs. Let's just start there. All right, because it's a great question, and I know a lot of people are thinking about that right now. So I'm going to be the first to tell you that I am not extremely well versed on costs. Okay, it's kind of new. I haven't been paying attention to it until now. So I don't know the history here. I only know some of its ties to GameStop. But I'll tell you this. So look at this volume. It's insanity, by the way, 48 million. But it dumped in after hours on less than a million shares. This was a squeeze. Obviously, it was a squeeze. Okay, ran up like 300+% in a couple days. God bless you if you were in it. I wish I had been, but I just can't keep chasing everything that comes along my way. I usually lose more than win. But congrats to everybody. Cost looks so like the balloon's deflating. It might hold a price for a while. Maybe we'll see a little bit up, a little bit down. But just my estimate is that this big push is over. And that's okay. I mean, we had a squeeze. What else do you want? Now, the real question is, how does this impact GameStop? I will tell you this. It's made me question some of my thoughts on GameStop. And what do I mean by that? Well, I was at the point where I really thought GameStop might just be not dead, but just really chilled out. Okay, really chilled out and might be just completely long-term. Nothing's going to move in the new term or short term. And that's okay. But the truth is that if this is running and this has got ties to GameStop, then maybe, just maybe, next week or the week after is a big week for GameStop, because that seems to be the time period where lots of people who do believe in this could happen. It goes. And I will tell you, I was a little set off my curiosity by that emoji map by Roaring Kitty. Let me see if I can pull this up here. I believe it's on Twitter, pretty easy to find. In fact, I think it's in my messages. Well, I thought I had it. Have I really talked to Mark that much lately? Maybe it's not there. Well, let's just do kitty emoji map. Here it is. Okay, so, I mean, this is interesting because, so it was Chewy, and then we're at Chewy, and then July 4th week with Koss's microphones and headphones. So next is Eyes, Fire, Star, Cheers. So let's see what happens. I mean, it does make me think like maybe I'm wrong. And listen, I'm totally okay with admitting I'm wrong. I want to be wrong. I want wins. If GameStop blows up, it's good for all of us. The volatility will shock the stock market, which can really make our stuff blow up. And so I'm all for it. So my thoughts on costs, I missed it. I'm bummed, but it also is making me double take a look at GameStop. I will tell you, if GameStop makes it to the end of July with nothing moved, then I'm just going to go back to what I was thinking before. But for now, I'm on alert. I really am on alert. And so I'm going to watch that. Okay. What else did we have here? What's my favorite comic? Oh, that's easy. 1990s X-Men. Easy. That's not even a question. 1990s X-Men. Best comic books ever. Age of Apocalypse. Phalanx Covenant. We'll go back even to the 80s. 80s and 90s X-Men. It's not even a contest. This is the best comics ever. When do I think the aliens will land from the White House? Any day now to move this election. It still won't let you, Soldier? That's messed up. Thomas, we want finger to squeeze. We do. We need it to go. I agree. If cost was going to deflate, it would have gone down Friday. Friday, its downward movement was to shake out retail. Interesting. Okay. Well, Vinman, you've probably been watching it closer than me, so maybe cost does keep going up, and good for it if it does. A little Stella Artois. My sister bought this. I never buy this, but Stella Artois is not a bad beer. GameStop looks big. Criminals were illegally shorting Chewy and GameStop in the same FTE. Well, I believe that for sure. Remember playing costs years ago in the 20s, took an $8 rip per and took profits. Good for you taking profits. Absolutely. Flag mic music notes equals Siri aka lyric. So you think this isn't costs? It's not July 4th? You don't think this right here is July 4th and the microphones? Because that would make sense to me. I'm sorry, that bubbly, man. I killed it, and it's making me burp. so I apologize to you guys. But anyways, you don't think that could be this? I think that could be that right there. But you're welcome, Chris. Ace is alert. That's right. What if, Vin? What if? But what's up, Angie? Dr. Zero, FFIE, still tons of illegal shorts. Well, yeah, but Vin, just because there's illegal shorts doesn't mean it's going to run. I mean, we've seen so often, like for one thing, those offerings in GameStop still make me nervous. FFIE, I don't. Do you really think FFIE is going to blow up again before something massive happens? I mean, it's just getting crushed. 43 million and it's down 2 cents, 5%. I mean, that's just getting destroyed. Any thoughts on Riley? I've never heard it. Get the flag on July 4. Where's the music? Isn't costs microphones and headphones? That's what I thought it was. Spent the day with Charlie Brady, 100-year-old WW2 vet, flew the P51 and a PB. Dude, that's awesome, Sonoa. Good for you. Could what be the election or debates? The aliens? What's up, Jeff? Anyways, again, guys, I've seen some people pull in, so let me just address this. This was supposed to be a members live, and I messed up the settings. So now it's a public live. So welcome, 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 everybody. And if even if you're not a member, we're going to keep going. But these lives are different than my usual lives. I usually deep dive a subject, which I'm not doing tonight, or we just kind of hang out, do Q&A, find wherever it takes us, which is more of what's going to happen tonight. So just having a couple drinks, hanging out, and anything goes. Anything goes. And sometimes these member lives, we just get ridiculous and have a lot of fun. So we'll see what happens. But just letting you guys know, that's kind of what we're doing tonight. Convince you that Zartan isn't in disguise as Joe Biden. We're living in GTII. Russell Cobra. Oh my God. Yeah, if G.I. Joe wasn't Hasbro, I might believe that, but it's a, toy company. But Zartan, that's too funny, man. There is a lot of similarities, so I'll give you that. Yeah, What If was great, Vin, man. Oh, that's what you were saying. What If? Yeah, What If was a great comic series. They did some really fun ones. In fact, they kept What If going in the 90s too. I remember that. Well, AMC rip with GameStop. I am sad to tell you, I have very, very low confidence that will happen. What AMC could do is run like to $11 to $15 would be my guess. If GameStop runs to 500, I could maybe see AMC pushing 20, 25. But that is not a MOAS. In fact, that is still a loss from where it was last year. So, will AMC MOAS because of GameStop? Not in my opinion, no. But will AMC have a run because of GameStop? I absolutely believe that's possible. 100%. But again, 90% of people who have been in AMC for more than a year are underwater a great deal still, like way underwater. And it won't be enough for most of them to even break even, unfortunately. That's how I see it. And I'm sorry, I just don't see that happening. Tom Brady's his second cousin? That's awesome, man. What's up, BM Pro? Finger warrant should be. It should be, Mad Max. It should be. You thought you got a free membership? Sorry, Zero. Don't think GameStop done by any stretch. I never said GameStop was done. I just thought the squeeze was going to be way put off if it ever happened. But I did think long term was going to be great. You got some GameStop at 190. Oh, Finger at 197. Nice. GDC, man, up 30 cents. And I'll tell you what, the one person who kind of has info onto what could be going on because he's got some insiders and is ham, and he's been speaking about GDC a lot. It does seem like the momentum is back in GDC, which is exciting. Absolutely. Let me see if I can pull up some of Ham's tweets here. He says he forgot the... he forgot what the naked short was. But anyways, he has been talking about it coming back. Says that if GDC runs, ZJYL will be right behind it. And, you know, he's the one who always saw it in the first place. Why? Not because of anything that was happening, not because of news, but because he knows the guys who bought it all up. So, I mean, this is all finger stuff. Where's the GDC stuff? I saw 2 GDC, but they weren't much. All right, here we go. There we go. GDC, the rumor is look for the stock to move in aftermarket or pre-market on Monday. So there you go. Maybe GDC does something special on Monday. Wouldn't that be awesome? I mean, we're due for a win. If you were in cost, you got to win. If you were in cost, if you were in, what else has been winning lately? I can't even think right now what else might have been winning, but there is stuff. DJT, if you sold at the 40 last week. But, you know, our big guys haven't won yet, and that's okay. It's coming. Sorry, I'm writing some in real quick. Just so now that it's not members, I'm going to change the title so people feel invited to come in. There we go. That'll do, donkey. I'll do. So let's see what happens there. Do I think Dems are desperate enough to go with RFK? No. The reason is this. RFK is still scary to them. Listen, they won't even give him Secret Service protection for the campaign. They want the dude dead. They won't even let him get ballot access in several states. They blocked him. The Dems hate RFK. Why? Because he's a renegade. He's a Democrat traditionally, but like his uncle and his father, he's a rebel. He's not beholden to them. He's kind of like Tulsi Gabbard. Remember, Tulsi Gabbard was run for president as a Democrat. And what did they do? As soon as she started talking and calling him out on some stuff, they threw her out of the party. They made sure she didn't have a place. There's no way they trust RFK. They know, because that dude's been through hell and back, man. He can't be bought. He's a Kennedy. He can't be bought. So there are some Kennedys that have been bought, so maybe I shouldn't say that. But in general speaking, this dude, he's been through too much. He's not scared. He calls them out left and right. He's willing to take on big pharma. They're not going to give him a chance nearby. They just won't let him get close. No, at this point, it's pretty clear. It's definitely Biden or Kamala, and that's it. They have no other options. They are stuck. And the reason they're stuck is because Joe is not stepping down, so they're going to have to push him out or come up with a really good deal. But then Kamala this is her dream. This is what she did all that Hawk Tuah for, is to get to be president. You're going to have to pry it out of her cold, dead hands. And listen, they might be able to off one, like Joe. They won't be able to off two. That's a little too suspicious. And it's too much chaos. People won't vote for it. They won't show up. They're terrified and they're stuck. And that's where they're at. There's just no way. They don't have a lot of stuff to do. So now Dems are attached to Biden like in the old days. They would chain a murder victim to murder. Causes a headphone company. Okay, so they're not a mic company. Seems like we're forcing the cost mic part because it fits the ape narrative. Okay. Good to know, Johnny. Thank you. Somebody told me it was a mic company, so. People will move some GDC and ZJYL profits to finger GTI. Yeah, absolutely. Hopefully it runs, and we'll see something big going. Deuterino, what's up? I will keep you guys in my prayer. The hurricane heading your way in Texas. Okay. I'm in North Carolina now, so I get to avoid that, but that's crazy. I will be praying for Texas. Absolutely. I love Texas. I have so many friends. My best friends are all in Texas. It's a very, very special place to me. So absolutely be praying for Texas tonight. That you guys get out. Yeah. RFK's a lefty, but he's a lefty with common sense, and he's not a moron. He's got good ideas. Not that I agree with all of them, but he'll control the border. He will take on big pharma. He'll take on he'll take on the FBI, CIA, all that. He hates the CIA. They took out his uncle, and he says it. He calls him out. They're not going to let him do this. There's no way they let RFK in. So I see Jack Poso post all of Joe Biden's speechwriters. No. Let's pull that up. That's too funny, man. Let's see here. Poso cracks me up. He's a good reporter, man. There's a lot of the Charlie Kirk stuff. Jeez, Poso, come on, man. Was it recently? Oh, is this them? It's a bunch of kids. Oh my God. That's embarrassing. I mean, the Democrats can't get like really good talent anymore. They only can get like brainwashed college students. So this absolutely makes sense. First to say Kamala didn't kill herself. I don't know. She cackled herself to death. Danielle, Biden canceled his Philly rally today and came to your city in PA instead for an invite-only ice cream social. Are you serious? Did you guys hear the thing where he apparently had a health scare last night? I guess that didn't change. I mean, I guess that means he's fine. Let's see if there's any video of today or anything. Oh, did you guys see this? You got to see this if you didn't. This is so funny and sad at the same time. So this female, this black female, she's like obviously stoked that the president's there and she's voting for him. She's holding a Biden Kamala sign. And here comes Joe. And she's like, I'm next. I'm going to meet him. She's like, hey, and he just walked right past her. He goes and talks to all the little white people. He's been a racist from the beginning, man. He's so bad. He came up with a crime bill in 1993 that put a bunch of people in prison, black people in prison. It's terrible. It's terrible. Camel toe might pick up Shapiro's running mate. Yeah, we'll see. 3 or 4 days ago, I was like, oh my God, they're actually going to do it. I was wrong. They're going to replace Biden. And now it looks like it's swinging back the other way and they're going to keep her. So crazy. So crazy. Vance, what's up, man? Start from the beginning. RFK's for green energy, electric car. I know he's definitely lib, and especially on the environment, he's pretty bad. And by bad, I mean, he's willing to do stuff that could bankrupt our country for the environment. And I think he's kind of crazy for that, honestly, but doesn't change the fact that he'd be light years above every other Democrat. Like, I'll tell you this, I would choose RFK over a lot of Republicans. I really would, because I actually think he's not a warmonger. And so, he's a free thinker. He's a free thinking, independent dude. And yes, he's a little left on some stuff, but I do believe that he could be kept in check by a red Congress. So I wouldn't worry about him too much if he became president. But I mean, it's Trump all the way. There's no question for me this year. But if it was, say, RFK running against like Nikki Haley, I would vote for RFK in a second. I would. So I'm not a Republican, guys. I'm an independent. I'm MAGA. But if I have to pick somebody, I want somebody who's anti-establishment as possible. Crashing the members. All right, Andy, have a good night. Yeah, so messed up, huh? Adventures. Yeah, the campaign commercial. You know Trump will do something with it. You do. Donna, what's up? How did Democrats get themselves stuck between dementia patient and headboard Harris? I haven't heard that one. Oh, my God. That's funny. That's gross, but it's funny. He was very sharp last night.
Elections are about the future, not the past. They're about tomorrow, not yesterday. And the question on so many people's minds right now is, can you serve effectively for the next 4 years?
George, I'm the guy that put NATO together, the future. No one thought I could expand it. I'm the guy that shoved Putin down. No one thought could happen. I'm the guy that put together the South Pacific Initiative with AUKUS.
Nobody cares about this. That's the best part. He should be talking about policy. They moved her from the back row to the front. Potato Head jumps. Oh, my God. Are you serious, Fernando? This makes it even worse. What's up, Rum Dog? What's your drink? What are you drinking tonight? A lot can happen at the DNC convention. I completely agree with that. The DNC convention is going to be wild. It's going to be wild. And the RNC convention is going to be great now that Trump won't be behind bars for it. They pushed it off so far. So I'm excited. Pick RFK over Biden? Heck yeah. 100%. How dare I not get behind Adam Kinzinger? Adam Kinzinger, I'm convinced, is one of the worst people in the world. I just really do think that. How it started, how it's going. Oh, man, Twitter's the best. But, anyways, again, guys, if you're just tuning in, this was meant to be a members live. It is now it's now an everybody live because I messed up my settings, which is fine. I love it. Having a good time. But members live is usually more laid back. So whatever we come up with goes tonight. Okay? And that's how it's going to be. So any questions are on the table. I don't care how wild, how weird, how conspiratorial, how political, how sports-ish, pop culture-ish, stocks, whatever you guys want to talk about. It is all on the table tonight. So just letting you guys know again that this was supposed to be a members live, isn't, and that's okay. I did have a tweet I wanted to share real quick. That's not it. Did I lose it? I must have lost it while I was going through stuff. Hold on, guys. I'm going to pull up a couple things here. Since here's one. Here's one. It'll just make me laugh. This is crazy. And this is a good one. Do this for now. All right. Let's start here. What can be unburned by Joe Biden's South Pacific policy? What can be? Okay, Kamala. Any details on finger dividend? No, we're just waiting, man. We're just waiting. So, Volkovitz, what's up? How nasty will Duke basketball be this year? I haven't tuned in on the college scene yet. I haven't done any analysis whatsoever. So I stopped caring really about college basketball years ago. Once the one and done thing starts, and it just got worse and worse and worse. And so I just don't care about college basketball much anymore. And, so I've barely been following, but I did hear they're good. Jesus. Fernando, according to him in the interview William did with Finger CO, they're working some details out before they can release it. Okay. Hopefully that happens soon. Andy, still accumulating Finger. It's a great time to accumulate. Absolutely. They calling him a rising star, man. That's nuts. Check this out. We're 5 days into June, or July, sorry. 5 days into July. Already 20,000 job cuts this month. That's nuts, guys. That's nuts. And after, I posted yesterday about the jobs data. So the jobs data yesterday, crushing it, like getting destroyed. They revised the last 2 months downward, 111,000 total down. Unemployment's now up to 4.1%. The job market is dying. It's absolutely dying. Part-time jobs are the only reason it's up at all. Full-time jobs are bleeding like crazy. And now this is happening on a holiday weekend. 20,000 jobs cut. It's getting bad. It's getting really bad. If this really picks up a lot in the next month, I think we could see a rate cut in September. If we see a rate cut in September, I'm telling you right now, I think the stock market starts crashing in October. So that's where we're at. And that's extremely good for our short squeeze stocks. So it could be very interesting. Very interesting. Jeff Bezos is getting out. 333 million worth of Amazon shares. You think he's seeing a top on something? The writing's on the wall, people. Again, I know I've been saying this for months, but it keeps happening. There's no reversal here. The data is not reversing on what's good or bad. So it keeps happening. It's only a matter of time. And then Sabre shared this. This is great. Fingersless on NASDAQ. Look at account creation date. If the short thesis wasn't correct, you want to have these paid shenanigans. 100%. Here's another basher just joined. These guys are so bad. They're so obvious. So the more they show up, better it is for all of us. It just means they're scared of something. Wonder when the Phillies will collapse. I haven't been watching much baseball this year because my Giants suck. But, the Phillies, let's just say they're not on the end of things very often. But was ready to sell Wolf with Bitcoin falling, but jumped again. Yeah, the short's covering. Wolf has been very difficult to track. Rumdog, thanks for the mess up. Your membership's only set up on your laptop so you can be on the phone while barking. Well, it should be your profile no matter what. You should still have your membership. By the way, guys, you're getting a free members live tonight. So, if you want to sign up for the membership so you can get these every Saturday, hey, it's a good chance to, right? You can go check that out. It's $3. $3 and you get 3 to 5 extra lives a month, sometimes even more. Extra posts. I share bonuses from my Patreon channel. I try to make the live very valuable for $3. Hit the likes. Thank you, Fernando. Yeah, it's the least you can do. You got your freeloaders because my members mess up. Get this out there. Microsoft's laying off people. The tech guys have been laying off people for the last 2.5 years. So, adventures. I'll tell you what, if you send me a Seahawks hat, I will gladly live stream it as I burn it. I'll do a YouTube short and make your hat famous by burning it. And so that'll be fun. Well worth the 3, says Joe. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. What's up, Moody? Donna's in the house. It's a good crew tonight. Good crew. All right. Finance a lot's been tracking the Fed and how in recent crashes, how they act. It says it's funny how the Fed Reserve always acts clueless when the crisis hits. Direction change in their balance sheet clearly tells us they know exactly what's coming. Look at that. 2019, boom. This is COVID. Kept it going up, though. And then we're starting to taper. Why? Well, what do you think? They're getting ready to lead us somewhere, so... You like that, Ventures? How you feeling, Thomas, by the way, man? How's your chemo been going this week? Vin, what you sharing with me here? Let's see. I showed you guys the Biden speechwriters earlier. Here's the Huffington Post editors meeting. I swear, I think the oldest person in that room is 25. Unbelievable. This is our press, people. This is our embarrassing press. Patreon's different, Jeremy. So Let me just the difference is if you join my YouTube channel, you get 3 to 5 extra lives a week plus some bonus content here and there. If you join my Patreon, you get access to the Discord server, so you can be in my chat nonstop. We chat a lot during the stock market day and stuff about what's going on, share some other things here and there, and it's for questions. And then you get access to my classes. I do 2 classes every week. I do a class where I deep dive Bible stuff, because listen, used to be a pastor. I love theology, and I think we have horrible theology in the United States. So I teach a Bible class to help everybody really understand that. And then I teach a financial class where we go over business and wealth mindset. So how to become a successful person in life, and also tools to even start making money immediately. I show you how to use AI. I've done classes on AI. I've done classes on marketing, digital marketing, social media marketing. I've done classes on creating a business online. All that stuff's on my Patreon. And I feel like it's very good value for what I ask for it. It's $20 for everything, or you could pick just one of those classes and get $10 for $10 a month, or $5 just to be on the Discord and support. Listen, if you use everything I'm teaching you, you could be making like within a month, you could be pulling in side money of a couple $1,000 a month just starting. It's not hard. I teach you how to do it. I am an AI expert. I use AI every day, and I go over that. And I'm wanting to help people get on their feet, make extra money so they can keep, make even more success. And then the other thing I deal with is mindsets, the kind of things that stop us from being successful. And the only reason, all I teach is stuff that was work for me. I came from a poor family. I've lost a lot in my life. There was no success in my life. I was just a regular go get a job, go to college, get a job guy. And I've learned over the years how to become an entrepreneur. I've counseled a lot of people. I've helped companies make millions of dollars with marketing. I've helped them get millions of views on social media. And, I just love teaching. I love teaching and helping people. And so that's why I created the Patreon at a low price for extreme value. And the people who are in Patreon seem to love it. And so that's what the Patreon is. And, if you want to check it out, you can do a free trial for a week and see if it's worth it for you. Jeff Kendrick, Wisconsin Supreme Court does the Dropbox. I know, it's crazy. Here's the deal. It sucks, and it's obvious they're cheating in Wisconsin with the Dropboxes. But, and here's a big but, a big old stinking but, big old Latina but, it's not going to matter. And let me show you why. And this is just beautiful. Trump doesn't seem worried, I'll tell you that. So let's go to the battleground states. These polls are crazy. So Wisconsin tends to be badly polled. The polls in Wisconsin usually tend to be way off in favor of Democrats. For some reason, they just cannot poll the state correctly. For instance, Biden was almost 7 points ahead in last election at this point, and he only won Wisconsin by like 0.3 percentage points, very low. Currently, Trump in the aggregate is 1.5 points ahead. That's a 8-point swing. That's an 8-point swing, which means if the polls, even with Biden having those cheating votes, that dump, he won with 0.3%. An 8-point swing means Trump wins this time by 7.5%. Let's say they cheat and they are able, with more people watching, more people prepared for it, the RNC ready to go to war this time, and let's say they still are able to print more ballots. Let's say they're able to get 5% more out there. Trump still wins by 2%. This is, he's set up everywhere to win no matter what they try. This is how big it's becoming. You see why the Huffington Post total trash now? Exactly right. Ebonics is black mofo lingo. Biden Bonics is the ravings of a lunatic. I like that. Biden Bonics. Words like Schwab, Whiffle, Snap, Clap, Lino Wipe. Come on, man. And so on. What to do the one? It does look like a high school class. Fib Nibbins to Trump. Can't get on the Discord, Donna? Somebody posted how to do it. We'll have to try again. Grade 10. Clinton would have loved a staff like that. Ew, that's just wrong. Liz Heron's pick reflects your work world too. Really? Media, where do you work? You're so glad I messed up? Well, thanks to one. I appreciate that. I'm glad I can be here for you. Thomas, you're doing fair for what's worth. Currently flushing out uric acid. That happens when the chemo explodes the cancer cells. Wow. All right. When's your next update, Thomas, on how the cancer's doing? Fernando, in order to subscribe, need a PC or can you do through iPhone? Are you asking for the channel here? If you want to join YouTube, if you have an Apple, because Apple and Google hate each other. They hate each other. If you want to subscribe through Apple, they make it hard. They take away the join button. So you have to go into Safari. You have to set it to desktop mode. Then you have to go to YouTube. You have to find my channel, sign in on your thing, and you have to find the join button that way. It's the only way to join from Apple. Sorry about that. Yeah, I haven't seen anything, Riven. Ace is a self-made man. You know what? I'm not a self-made man, and the reason I say that is this. I'm self-made in the fact that I had to do the work myself as far as my mindset, okay? My mindset and the skills. But the truth is nobody's ever a self-made man. Everybody has help somewhere, whether it's your wife, watching the kids for you, or whether it's the first person who gives you an opportunity, or it's the person who made sure you didn't starve when you were just hustling too much, or whatever it is. We all have help. I don't believe in the idea of a self-made man, but I appreciate you saying that, because it is a compliment. It is a compliment, whether it's true or not. It is a compliment even to be thought in that way. So yeah, I appreciate that. You live in Wisconsin country. That's Trump country. I love it, Bob. Yeah, I think the only place that isn't is basically Milwaukee, right? Trump's daughter will hire an independent firm to monitor the drop boxes. Yeah. So Lara Trump on the RNC is hiring 100,000 ballot workers, or recruiting them, I should say, not hiring them. 100,000 poll watchers, ballot workers, and hiring 500 lawyers to monitor the states and everything going on. They are creating an army to stop it. So it's good stuff. Dogs. Which swing states do I think Trump will win with the Democrats cheating? I'll show you right now. He's going to win Arizona. Easy. He's going to win Nevada. Easy. Wisconsin, he's going to win. Michigan, he's going to win. Pennsylvania is going to win. He's going to win them all, guys. I'm not even joking. The one I'm like, there's only one I'm not sure about, and that's Michigan. Michigan's the only one I'm not sure about, even though Michigan is pretty Trumpy, and he won it in 2016. But Whitmer she's a witch, man, and I just don't know if he'll be able to overcome that. But look at this. I mean, so this is no toss-ups, all right? And check this out. Just recently, I mean, here's the real swing states now, guys, because you got to remember, polls always trend in the direction of Democrats. They just do. That's been proven the last 25, 30 years. It hasn't changed. So Virginia, so let's just throw out these two, because that's back in January. Okay. The last two polls in Virginia have it tied. Tie means Trump's up by 2 or 3. I'm telling you right now, that's what that means. Here, let's go to Jersey. Oh, this is not, they're not, I guess the small polls in Jersey right now aren't big enough to make real clear politics thing. But this is back in March. He was up 7. But there was a smaller poll just came out where Trump was up 1 in New Jersey. Trump is turning blue states into battlegrounds. By turning blue states into battlegrounds, it's taking resources out of the Rust Belt, which Biden has to win. There's no way Biden wins North Carolina, Georgia, Arizona, or Nevada. Those are gone. They're absolutely gone. I mean, when you see these numbers in Nevada, look at how crazy some of these numbers are. +7. I mean, Biden hasn't sniffed. You see what I did there? Biden hasn't sniffed under 3% since May. And there before that, there was a plus 12 poll. And also, this is not the 5-way. Okay? This is just Trump straight up against Putin. It goes up when you do 5-way. New Mexico's starting to get close. 7 points. That's, that might be Biden plus 2. That's close. So Trump, New Hampshire there was a small poll that came out. Yeah, Trump plus 2 right here. So these states are turning into battleground states. These recently blue states. Minnesota is another one. I mean, the latest poll has it tied. Biden plus 3, that's not safe. So these are battleground states. These are the real battleground states. So the ones they're saying are the swing states, that's just the swing states from the last couple of elections. Some of these are no longer in swing territory. North Carolina's done. It's done, in my opinion. Pennsylvania is going to be done. The only thing is Pennsylvania has a lot of cheating. Arizona's done. Georgia's done. Nevada's done. It's looking so good for him. Let's see here. You live in Pennsylvania and the Biden Schleibel voters must be in hiding. That's awesome to hear, Danielle. Rumdog, got some finger today up 2,500. Good for you. Work as a higher education consultant. Oh God, media. I pray for you. That sounds awful. That sounds so horrible. GDC and ZJYL, I know the one. I talked about that earlier. Yeah. Oh, I forgot about Madison. So now you're right. Sign up for my Patreon. Thank you, adventurers. Welcome, welcome. I'm excited. I just did a class today on the covenant with Moses. And so it's pretty intense stuff. I recommend you go back and watch all of them, though. It's good, but be one of my 12 disciples. That's not happening, but I love it. Media, ready to transition to affordable housing via mobile home park development. Good for you. I hope you're moving up. That's awesome. I've not seen Statesman's Redemption. Is it good? Do they give out finger warrants to illegal short shares? How they know what are real? Could that be SEC holdup? So rum, here's how it works. That's not Finger's issue. That's the broker's issue. And as far as I know, no stock has ever been denied by the SEC a warrant because of naked short sellers or short sold. Even GTII, the SEC approved their dividend. It's the brokers that screwed it up. The thing is, the warrants, they can't tell what's illegal and what's not. They don't know. And so once it's sold to you, it's a technically illegal share. But on their end, it just makes them more underwater. So everybody should get them. But we'll see what happens. Northwest, more like bribing those poll workers. Local bars have a lot of There you go. Michigan's pro-Trump. Whitmer sucks. That's what I want to hear. Al, you bought more Finger GTI yesterday. Couldn't pass up bargain price. I agree with that. You're welcome, dogs. Rum, you think Kamala will call for 25th Amendment once she figures out she cannot win re-election? She can slide into presidency for a day or two. Oh, yeah. I could see that for sure. What's up, Croissant? Only candidate can take out Trump is Trump. I agree with that. News on Biden knows this call. No news. Yeah, there is so much bad theology adventures. Our Western, I mean, it's everywhere. I could poke holes in any mainstream theology. And nobody has it 100% right. I'll just say that. We all see in part. There's a lot of mystery, but it's also a lot of stuff that is considered truth that is not. It's just not biblical. And it's because people don't understand the Bible. They pick and choose what they want to believe. When Trump wins, Matto will be one pissed off dude. Oh, that reminds me. I am so excited for what's coming right here. You guys ready? Because this is going to be November 6th. It's going to be so glorious. It's going to be this, but 10 times worse. One of the best nights of my life. I can't wait. I'm so excited. Biden's latest comment, Flegel dip for the Munganar. I think cost could hit $3,928. No, I don't. That's nuts. Listen, just think about it this way, unexplained. But thank you for the question. It's not that your question's bad, but that's wild. Mathematically, it is possible for stocks to look like they could hit that. But realistically, it's so damn difficult. It's unbelievable because there's so many factors that play into it. I don't think that's possible. Well, I won't say it's possible. I don't think that's probable, and I doubt it gets there. If cost has a major squeeze, you're probably looking at 300 to 500 at the top. That would be my guess. That idea of hitting 3,900 is nuts. So no, have we ever been aware of such political buffoonery or watching it? No, it's way worse than it's ever been. It does look like a high school English class. Do I ever wonder what caused the 3.5-hour eclipse when Jesus was crucified? I don't wonder. I mean, God obviously did it on purpose. I don't think it was natural. I think it was completely timed by God to happen at that point, as a sign to the world that the light of the world had just been snuffed out temporarily. And so I don't think, I don't wonder about it at all. I don't wonder about miracles in the Bible. I'm like, because I don't look for natural elements. You guys should read C.S. Lewis's book on miracles sometime. He talks about how everything is a miracle in one way or shape or form if you look at it. And almost everything, I should say. And just we live in miracles daily. And so when you think about that perspective, it makes it much less difficult to imagine these big miracles in the Old Testament, New Testament. Kamal's an anchor baby? No. Is that true? By the way, Stella Artois. Cheers, Stella. Al, at the presidential debate, Trump couldn't understand what geriatric Joe said. The word was side muffets. Shut up. Are you serious? That's hilarious. Who's not had occasional difficulties with us? No comment. Finger will have its day soon. Agreed. No one's brought that up yet on TV yet, Stella. I didn't realize she was. I didn't know that. Cats identified finger shares as fake, therefore no warrants for you. Contact your lawyers. You think they'll do that? I don't think they'll do that. Everything going crazy on AMC, GameStop, and cost. I don't think AMC is going crazy. And I think GME could go crazy. I don't think it's going crazy yet. I hope it goes crazy. But I don't see anything crazy other than cost. All the video shows that Joe doesn't see color. You talking about the one where he leaves her behind? That's so bad. You on the treadmill today, thought about the stock market and smiled. There you go, the one. I love it. Al, you've never laughed so hard watching a presidential debate. Can't stop exaggerating that. Oh my God, no, you're right. It was so funny. I watched live. I was dying. You guys can watch it. You can go back and watch my video. I was just dying it. When Trump wins, will Pat Burns be SEC chairman right away? I believe it's a very simple process to make him SEC chairman. I don't even know if that one has to be voted on by Congress. But even if it does, it'll be smooth. Pat Burns, highly credentialed. So I don't think there'll be any issues there. Plus, he's pretty moderate in his politics. So I don't think there'll be an issue. I think it'll go very fast, and I think Trump will appoint him pretty quick. I mean, he doesn't want Gensler there any longer. I guarantee that. And dude, if you guys remember in 2016, Trump moved fast once he got into office. He signed so many executive orders immediately, appointed people so fast. He moved quick. And this time will be way better because he's so much more prepared and he's got the right people in place this time. Last time he did so much in 4 years with his entire team fighting against him, except for a few good ones. The entire Republican Party was fighting against him. It was nuts, and he's still got a ton done. This time's going to be crazy. Ventures, you turned water into wine, miracles in your wine glass earlier. I turned water. That's funny, man. About a ton of Finger and Riley yesterday. I believe Riley was looking to break out soon. I got to look at Riley. You guys keep talking about this. I don't even know about this. Nobody's said anything to me. Riley. So this is the one? You guys think this is going to break out? Let's see here. What's it been? So it's going down. Whoa, it's going way down. So the theory is it's going to just pop, huh? Interesting. I know Koss has been crazy, Moody. Still, I can't confirm her this long ago she was running for VP. Well, she was running for president. And I don't remember it coming up at all when she was a presidential candidate. You know, she could just pull the old Obama and still make it work somehow. Democrats don't care. What's up, ESK? Northwest finger warrants are approved by board directors on January 24th. We're going to 7 months now. Allegedly, it's at SEC. What's the holdup? Martin Shen said there was more paperwork to be done or some issue that they're correcting. So that's it. So heard it first. Bills will not make the playoffs this year. Oh, you think so? I disagree. I don't think the AFC is that tough. There's a lot of teams in limbo this year. Chiefs will be worse. They've had 2 straight Super Bowls. No one's ever won 3 straight. And they have a bunch of issues on their team, like legal issues, people getting in trouble. That's a bad sign for a team. Kelsey's older. He was already slow last year. And the Dolphins will be worse this year. They're going to take a drop off. Patriots will be slightly better, but they're still going to suck. Jets might be better. Well, they'll definitely be better if Rodgers plays. I still don't think they'll be as good as the Bills. I don't know, man. I think Josh Allen is that good. I think he can turn by the end of the year. I think they'll squeak into the playoffs as a wild card. I do. I mean, you think there's 7 teams in the AFC that'll jump them? I don't. Your drink leftover simply spiked park from your pool party. Nice. Have I ever listened to Arnold Schwarzenegger's soundboard calling a bait shop? No. Let's see if I can find it. Would that be on Twitter? Schwarzenegger bait shop. Vin, you're going to have to send that to me, man, because I don't see it. It's not popping up anywhere. I bet that would be hilarious, though. Citi just released their prediction emergency rate cuts will begin in September. Interesting. Who's been telling you guys that since December? This guy. Who day? I do think the Bengals are going to be good this year. When do you think the cutoff for buying finger and getting warrants? Cutoff? Oh, I don't know. That's hard to say. Once it's approved, I think it'll be fast. Yeah, I do think the Dolphins will be worse. I do. They got figured out the last 2 years at the end of the year, and they don't have any more gimmicks. I think Tua is getting figured out. I just do. I think people are learning how to play defense against them. There's no way Mostert repeats the season he had last year. There's no way. I love Mostert. Had him as a Niner. He's too injury prone. He won't last another season like that. I think Tyreek was starting to get banged up by the end of last year. So I just don't think the Dolphins will be as good. Plus, they went all in on their defense last year, and it didn't save them. Lions are going to be good this year, Kathy. John Doe, where are the classes? You want to know why classes? They're on Patreon. Here, let me post the Patreon in the chat if anybody's interested. You can get my 2 classes, my success/wealth finances class, business class, and my theological class. They're both on Patreon. You sent it? Okay, Vin, I'll pull it right up. 400 more years. Thought Elvis was supposed to be saying. Al, do you do a Biden impression? Lyrical. Mark in a couple weeks will be saying get to the chopper. Former Minnesota Democrat Rep. Jason Metzo is arrested on probable cause for criminal content. Why does this keep on? That's crazy. The Dems, lately it's definitely been the Dems. There was a time when Republicans got in a lot of trouble too. So I don't want to just because there's a lot of gross Republicans, man. There is. But yeah, both sides, if they're establishment, are crooks. The difference is the Republicans are not all establishment. They're like 50 to 70% now. And they used to be more, but MAGA's weeded a lot of them out. But the Democrats are it's 99.5% crooked on the Democratic side. my favorite team of the Seahawks. Seahawks are going to be okay next year, but they're not going to be that good. Their defense will be better. I think their offense will be worse. So there you go. In the 70s, the Federal Reserve was forced to raise rates into recessions rather than lowering them due to lack of U.S. Treasury demand. Ironically, U.S. funding a proxy then as well. Interesting. Just like today. Let me see, Vin. All right, let's see this. Holy cow, Vin, this is long. I'll play a little bit. I'm not going to play the whole thing, though. That's just too long.
Good morning.
Yeah.
How are you?
Good.
Nice to meet you. I want to ask you a bunch of questions, and I want to have them answered immediately.
You do?
Yes. How are you?
Good.
Good. Who are you?
What do you mean? Who am I? Who the hell are you?
I am. Wait.
Okay, I'm definitely going to watch that later. That sounds hilarious. Yeah, going back to the Seahawks adventures, there's just no way that what's-his-face can keep this up. Their quarterback, Geno, he was way worse last year, and he'll be worse again. He had that one magic season, and he's just not that good. Ravens are going to be good next year, but they're going to take a back turn. They lost their defensive coordinator who worked magic, and Lamar has been exposed in the playoffs again, and they're going to take a hit for that. They had a magical season last year. The Ravens had a near perfect season last year. They should have been the Super Bowl against the Niners. They should have. And the way they were playing, I mean, I think the Niners playing them a second time would have played them a lot tougher. I really do. Shanahan's just not going to get beat like that twice in a row, not with that team. But, who's to say if they would have still won? The Ravens might have still pulled it off. But the fact they lost to the Chiefs and got pretty hounded, like Lamar couldn't do anything, that's going to come back on them this season. They'll still make the playoffs. I just don't think they'll be a top team. They'll be as scary as last year. Colonel Vickerman, Trump liar and leaker running for Democrats. Is Vickman running for? Oh, God, that guy's awful. Packers and Jets Super Bowl? Get out of here. So now what? Packers are not going to the Super Bowl, and neither are the Jets. Rodgers is going to be 41. I just don't see it. That's a very hopeful thing right there. Roglin, while sitting by yourself doing research, find myself voicing Biden politics. I think Trump's approval rating is going to V upwards like Hawk 2 as well. Ew. That would be a good story, so now you're right about that. You listen to Arnold's soundboard calls all day. That's great, huh? We're one fail bond auction away from one fail bond auction away. You think so? I mean, it is getting ugly out there for sure. Did you guys see the? I mean, I talked about it a little bit on that short video yesterday. The yield curve starting to uninvert. Traditionally, that's a bad sign. When it goes way out and it starts to come back in again, traditionally, that's a sign of bad things coming. So, I mean, it's going to get spicy, guys. It's going to get spicy. Okay, I will say June and July have been the best months to be like conservative or MAGA types, anti-establishment in a long time because of the debate, because of what the Supreme Court did. There's so much momentum going in this trend right now that to me, I just feel like this momentum is going to carry, and we're going to start seeing more and more stuff happen that's going to start breaking them apart, whether it's the Democratic Party, establishment Republicans, the market, all of this stuff that's fake. I think there's just been a major blow, and I'm starting to think things are shifting. Like that momentum we've been waiting for. We've been seeing the data. We've been seeing what's true and what's not, but it hasn't been making that impact we've been hoping for. But now there's a new momentum. You can feel it. Can you guys feel it? That debate especially, you can just feel how things shifted after that. The absolute chaos the Democratic Party's in. And then, like I said, what the Supreme Court did and how it neutered all these agencies in the deep state. it's just been nuts. And the rise of what Trump's going through, and then all the craziness going on in the markets with Japan and Bitcoin, the yield curve, Treasury, everything. There's a momentum shift in the last 3 or 4 weeks. And you can you can literally feel it in the air. So I'm looking for good things coming. It's going to be hard, and I think there are going to be some major desperation moves on their part, which can be dangerous and scary. But overall, I think really good things are about to start coming more. Any thoughts on GameStop this coming week? Well, I haven't been watching GameStop tracking with traders lately on the charts, but it was very like back and forth last week, barely doing anything. Okay. And volume's much lower. But I'll tell you this, because it's tied to costs, there's a lot of people in both. If people are starting to take profits from costs and GameStop's at this lower level right here, we might see an influx of buying here. And that could make some interesting happen. State Farm wants out of California if things don't change. They gave Gavin notice. Holy smokes, are you serious? State Farm? Wow. Can Biden feel it? It's like he feels his pants. I like that. Good night, Jeff. Thanks. Glad you came by. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, but GameStop, I don't have a prediction, but I could see how something could impact it. I have a feeling that since this week was so short because of July 4th, so we had a half day and a day off, so we only had 3.5 days of trading this week. I think they kept some of this propped up with that jobs report and everything. But you see, the other thing is that the jobs, they love the bad job data because they want that rate cut. Why do they want that rate cut? They don't want it because the stock market's going to soar. They want it because they're going to be able to take all their profits out of this and start buying stuff up. And that's going to impact things pretty poorly. That's my opinion on that. I mean, somehow, this doesn't even make sense. Somehow the VIX went up yesterday, even though everything was green. How's that even happen? I don't know. Things are getting crazy. It's a land of opportunity. Everyone's entitled to their fair share of side muffins. I love it. I'm just going to keep this on loop for a little bit while I talk because I can't get enough of it. All right, Kryptonian. Alan, anyone that believes in mainstream media should be aware of the lying dogs or reputation online. Oh, yeah. That, they're in crisis mode. They're in crisis mode because they were covering for Biden for so long, those morons covering for him, and they got exposed. They got flat exposed in a way they've never been exposed, and it's so beautiful. It makes me so happy. Hold on a second. Somebody sent me a message. Is that my wife? Sorry, my wife is sending me something from. They're out having fun without me. That's all right. I got you guys. That's okay. That's why I drink. But anyways, yeah, the media is just they don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. And it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful to watch these lying, smug, arrogant sons of bees falling apart because they're stuck. And this is one of the things that they're really struggling with. They know they're going to lose. And that was the first time they realized it. Because you know what? Until the debate, the grift was going well. Trump was still ahead, but Biden was within distance. You know what I mean? And so the grift was going well. They knew he was falling apart, but they were able to jack him up just enough when he went public to pull the wool over people's eyes. And they thought this debate, it'll be fine. We got all these rules. Trump agreed to all the rules. We're going to be propping Biden up. He's going to be drugged up. He's going to be fine. He'll get through it. And we're going to show everybody we got this. And we're going to ride the momentum into into the election, and the opposite happened. You could see the panic. And so they panicked and they went to, we have to get rid of him. We have to get rid of him. This has got to end. We have, because they only care about winning. That's all they care about. And so they panicked. But this is the best part. In their panic, because they're so arrogant, and this is where arrogance always, pride comes before a fall. Arrogant people always fall eventually. In their arrogance, they didn't realize by going this late, they made it almost impossible to get rid of him. So many things have to go right. Not only does he have to step down, he has to be proven mentally incompetent. So that means it has to be the 25th Amendment or something else that's very radical, which also is going to lose a lot of trust. But that's the only way they can get back on the ballot in 2 or 3 different states that are already past their deadlines. That or death. The other thing is they have a big fat Kamala problem. They can't get rid of her because she's holding on to power tighter than Jill Biden, tighter than she Hawk Tuid. She is not letting go. She's got her teeth dug in, if you know what I mean. That's gross. And she ain't letting go. She'll kill him. She will go down with the ship. Kamala is not stepping down for nobody. And so if they force her out, she will betray the snot out of them. She will. She'll be like, this is racist. I've never trusted. The Democratic Party is not what I thought it was. And they lose more votes. They cannot win this situation. And so their best case scenario, which is a horrible scenario, is they leave Biden in. They leave Biden in and hopefully are able to replace him if they can somehow pull off the win. That's their best case scenario. And they're stuck and it's driving them crazy. I'm the media now. So now what? Me and others like me? Well, thank you. I don't have enough... I don't think enough people watch me to be the media. But if you guys come to me for the media, I mean, that's awesome. I'm very honored by that. I do like to think I give a honest take on things and present a lot of, decent takes. But, that's because I'm me. But, I have a dream. And that dream is actually someday I'd love to be doing this live full time. Like my media, and I would love to be a daytime streamer too. Like come on at 9, 10 in the morning, do like 3 hours as the news is happening, and then have a later show. That would be awesome. But that's nowhere close right now. I need to get a lot more support before that can happen, and a lot more followers. Kyrie Jackson, the other 2 others died in a 3-car crash. Who died? Big Drew's in. What's up, buddy? Fernando, Democrat faces remind you of Dolphins fans for the last 30 years. Oh, that's rough. August 8th for GameStop cycle coming. August 8th now? See, everybody was telling me it's going to be mid-June or mid-July. Yeah, fake news are going to be very hard to recover. Biden says he's not going. I know. Don't know me in the market have not got margin call with so much issue this week. It's crazy. But they won't get margin. They're all in bed together in the stock market. They're all stuck. And so because they're all tied to one another, they're not going to margin call until they have no choice. Until they have no choice and it becomes dog eat dog. If I don't margin call you, we're dead. So we're going to margin call you. That's when it's going to happen. And we're not there yet, but it's coming. I don't think I've seen Steve Inman's videos, no. 25th, I'm bluff a lot. Al, you're cracking me up, man. I'm sharp as a snuggle up. I'm trying to read this. Vote for me, I must cliggle blarp. I love it. Renamed to Ace Junkie. Hey, I'd be honored. You take my name. Michelle Obama said that she ain't running, man. There was just a story this week. Oh, Vikings cornerback died? That's awful. Oh, man. That sucks. There was just a story this week about Michelle Obama not running. It was like official. Let's see if I can find it. Oh my God. You see the lies we go through? April 1st, Michelle Obama announced she'll run for president. That's just not true. But I did see a story. Yeah, that's not going to come up. I might have seen it 2 or 3 days ago, and Twitter sometimes is hard to find stuff if it's a couple days old. But, oh well. Oh, let's go back to my favorite until I have something else to pull up. Hey, MM, have a good night. July 15th, the government will have some sort of live meeting releasing June's cat data. Are you serious? I haven't heard that. DJT news. Well, the latest on DJT is that they're planning an acquisition, and it has to do with media and video streaming. I went over this 2 nights ago, Thursday night, and I'm very bullish on it. I think it's awesome. They're expanding. Video is the future. It's the present on social media. You have to have a strong video presence. And so the fact that they're investing in that is exciting. I think it's very exciting. They're building up their own network for television. And I think with Trump attached to that, holy smokes, I think it's going to be huge. There will be people who cut off their cable in a day if they announce this, and Trump's got like a news show on there stuff. And, I imagine they'll have some big partnerships they bring in, but there'll be people who ditch. If they set up a network, there'll be people who ditch cable immediately and go for that. And I hear of ammo plant explosion. General Dynamic produces high-tech missiles. Holy cow, no. Why has none of this made my feed the last couple of days? I usually hear about all this stuff. Brad, that would be hilarious. Oprah Obama. Gail King. What am I mind having an envelope of cash taped to the other side of your cash right now? Right. Just Oprah gets up there. It's like the VP speech. And she's just like, I just want to tell you all, you get a car, and you get a car, and you get a student loan forgiven, and you get one forgiven. That's Oprah. That's all she's got. But, all right. Anyways, guys. Well, hey, it's been 1 hour and 20 minutes. I'm still good to go, but I'm running out of things to talk about on my own. But I'm happy to stay if you guys have more you want to talk about. Just bring it up, whatever. Let's see if there's anything interesting in the feed here. But again, if you just tuned in or you haven't been here long, this was meant to be a members live. I screwed up and I hit the wrong button, and that's okay because it's ended up being a lot of fun anyways. But if you're like, why does this feel different than his other shows? It's because members lives are different. They're more laid back, and they're either one or two things. Either I'm going over a specific topic that I usually don't deep dive, or it's more open-ended. So this is the more open-ended one. And so welcome all you public people who aren't members. You got to sneak in this time and get a glimpse of what a members live can be like a lot of times. So, but anything goes, any topic you want, any question you have, I don't care. It can be anything. Stocks, politics, sports, pop culture, conspiracies, weird stuff. I don't care. I'll answer it if I can. And so that's it. But that's what you guys stumbled into tonight. But all right, let me see if I missed anything interesting tonight. Oh, well, this is interesting. So I just shared with you guys City's thing, but this is QE Infinity. I like him. He says there's one hell of an economic tidal wave coming if this forecast turns out to be that one with forecast of September rate cuts. So guess on Trump's VP. I still think it's going to be Carson. I just do, but I'm not confident about it. I think he also could surprise us. Ham's doing well. I'm trying to get him on one of my next lives. So I want to get him and Pedro on, maybe both next week. What do you want to know about Finger, Donna? There's not a lot of new stuff to talk about. I think Finger's in an amazing position. I think the company has nowhere to go but up. The CEO is extremely confident. The dividend's getting figured out. I know somebody's going to partner with them and help these deals get done they got going. I just don't know when. And yeah, I mean, I'm very excited about Finger. I think right now, I personally am trying to accumulate more at these prices because it's so cheap. So I'm very excited. You got information from Indian news. What? That's crazy. I don't think the Russians would attack us. No, I don't think they're that stupid. To think of who's going to have a worse day, hedge funds with a margin call or libtards with I mean, the libtards will think they have a worse day, but they're really not because nothing bad's really going to happen to them. They're just deluded. They're crazy. But the hedge funds will actually feel the hurt. So the hedge funds will have the worst day. So McLovin, what's up? Can I update the squeeze forecast now that GameStop's kind of done? What do you mean by the squeeze forecast? Can you be a little more specific on that, Angie? You talk about milnopropene flugel mobs. I'll try, Al. I'll try. It's not my best subject though. Man, you're on it with this stuff. Let's see here. Anything interesting I missed today? I cannot watch Kamala. Sorry. Unless I'm just hysterically laughing at her. But I have to prepare myself for that. It's usually just painful. Yeah, Oh, did you guys see this? This is just funny. I mean, good for him. He's trying to work out, I guess. Hey, he went for it. I'm proud of the guy. You're welcome, John Doe. October 29th, 2024 is a Tuesday. Could it be black? That would be crazy. Could you imagine if we have a Black Tuesday the week before the election? Because the next Tuesday is the election. If the economy crashes right before the election, even if it's a month before, 6 weeks before, Biden now loses by 10 plus points. I'm calling it right now. And that's with cheating. I mean, they can't cheat enough. They know it. They know it. They're showing their panic. So compare that to the best opening scene ever, says Vin. I was spending speechwriter against do this. Actually, this is a visual representation of Joe Biden trying to get through the debate. This is a visual representation of it. That's where he says we beat Medicare, and here's the end. It's a visual retelling. Surprised you didn't know that. 1929, October 29th would be the 95th anniversary. Now that'd just be too creepy. Potential prices DJT and Finger can get to if they follow the same pattern as GameStop. Excuse me. And the other one, possibly BBY. Well, the thing is that analysis I did, I'll have to rerun some numbers to see if anything's changed. But I'll tell you this, as far as the potential of DJT and Finger, those are still based on previous squeezes, not current ones, and patterns from those. And they're based on the current numbers of their floats. So if I'll have to look at DJT because I think they changed their float a little bit with the warrants. So that one might have changed, but Finger hasn't changed. And the top on Finger is still a potential of like between 3,000 to 5,000. Doesn't mean it'll get there, no. But I mean, if that's possibly mathematically, then getting to 500, 1,000 or more is easy. So, and DJT, the numbers are crazy. I mean, they were so absurd. It just tells me at DJT, 1,000 should be no problem. If I ever vacation Florida Keys, you'll take it out on the boat? Dude, I'm in. That sounds great. Honey Badger, missed the last few lives, had to watch replay. Not as good because I can't read the comments. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, so on the replays, I do tell YouTube to save the comments. You have an option to do that. And so what happens is if you watch the replays immediately after, within like 5-10 hours after, the comments aren't there yet. But if you wait a little longer, if you really want to read the comments, you can hit the comment button during the replay of the live. And if you've waited long enough, it should stream the comments with it. Have no stakes in Tesla. Hope it rockets. I mean, that would be huge for us. Friday's earnings for banks. Let's see how many ride charges off. Oh, that's interesting, Alan. Okay. This Friday, let's watch for that. They'll be doing it all week if that's true. But it's not this confident. I get the PSA video I emailed you. You emailed me a PSA video. Let me look. Thank you guys for the trial. The members that have joined on Patreon. I just saw that. That's awesome. Gained some new Patreon people. That is amazing. Let's see here. I don't think I oh, here it is, Chris. You know what, Chris? I got it, but the link didn't work. See, I try to hit the link and it doesn't do anything. So maybe you could tag it to me on Twitter. That's 103 years. Clins will send their hitman to flatline by it. I mean, I thought it happened last night when Laura Loomer reported that there was a medical emergency on Air Force One. So 16 million more warrants, you believe. Okay, but warrants aren't shares. How many of those are converted to shares? Not Ben Carson. Well, you know, a boring Ben Carson is still better than a politician who's got ambitions to become president and could possibly betray Trump. Where's Roaring Kitty now? Great question. I wish I knew. Anything on GDC or ZJYL? Yeah, I shared this earlier in the live. They've got a lot of momentum this week, especially GDC. And the guy we know, Ham, that is most closely tied to these, he says GDC could have a run Monday, pre-market or after hours. And if it has a nice run, ZJYL will be right after. So, and the one says that as well too on here. Stella, Russia attacked the U.S. Are you crazy? Russians, not the Chinese, have the ability to fight the U.S. But that, no, I don't think they'd fight. Like, listen, Putin does not want war with us. He has nothing to gain. Putin just wants Russia to be safe. That's why he only went after Ukraine when all this NATO stuff was picking up. He just wanted to send a message. No more expansion of NATO getting close to us. We don't want any of this on our borders. Putin's not interested in fighting a war with us. He just came out this week and said he really wants to end the war. He wants to end the war. He's looking to end the war with Ukraine. They're not going to attack us. Have I ever seen a YouTube video, Crazy Nasty? Yes, no. Market makers borrowing shares from ETFs. There's ETF 420% shorted. What? An ETF is? That's nuts. I was seeing the Moray submarine DARPA's been working on. No, that's crazy. You're welcome. We will win. Yeah. No, I haven't, man. That's there's always scary stuff going on with those guys, though. DARPA, man, that's freaky stuff. Honey Badger says it's the best. I guess I gotta pull it up. What's it called? Crazy, nasty honey badger. Okay. What are you guys sending me?
This is the honey badger. Watch it run in slow motion. It's pretty badass. Look, it runs all over the place. Whoa, watch out, says that bird. Ew, it's got a snake. Oh, it's chasing a jackal. Oh my gosh. Oh, the honey badgers are just crazy. The honey badger has been referred to by the Guinness Book of World Records as the most fearless animal in all of the animal kingdom. It really doesn't give a shit. If it's hungry, it's hungry. Ew, what's that in its mouth? Oh, it's got a cobra. Oh, it runs backwards. Now watch this. Look, a snake's up in the tree. Honey badger don't care. Honey badger don't give a shit. It just takes what it wants. Whenever it's hungry, it just and it eats snakes. Oh my God! Watch it dig. Look at that digging.
This is the kind of videos I need to be making. I need to just
They have no regard for any other animal whatsoever. Look, it's just grunting. Ew, eating snakes. Ew, what's that, a mouse?
I'm doing the wrong stuff here.
Oh, that's nasty. Oh, they're so nasty. Oh, look, it's chasing things and eating them. The honey badgers have a fairly long body, but a distinctly thick-set, broad shoulders, and, you know, their skin is loose, allowing them to move about freely, and they twist around. Now look, here's a house full of bees. You think the honey badger cares? It doesn't give a shit. It goes right into the house of bees to get some larvae. How disgusting is that? It eats larvae. Ew, that's so nasty. But look, the honey badger doesn't care. It's getting stung like 1,000 times. It doesn't give a shit. It's hungry. It doesn't care about being stung by bees. Nothing can stop the honey badger when it's hungry. Oh, what a crazy fuck. Look. Ew, it's eating larvae. That's disgusting. There it is, running in slow motion again.
That's disgusting.
See? Now...
Oh my God. Okay, that's funny. That is too funny, man. That's funny. All right. You guys are showing me good stuff here. Abundance of lithium in Ukraine. Interesting. I mean, listen, could Putin also have something else he's got planned in that Ukraine stuff? Absolutely. But there's also, there's some solid, circumstantial evidence too, that he was going after some of the, biolabs in Ukraine as well to take them out because he knew there might be something else coming down the pike. So I don't know what all the deal was, but I will say this. Putin has shown no desire to expand beyond stuff that's right at the border. So whether it's Georgia, Crimea, now Ukraine, he has not reached out to anything bigger than that. I mean, why pick a fight with America? This makes no sense. It makes no sense at all. Even from a strategic standpoint, it makes no sense. China might do stuff like that just to try to weaken our economy because they're battling with us economically. We're 1 and 2 in the world, us and them. But honestly, I'll just be honest with you guys. I see stuff like that, and I think it's our government. I think there's dark things going on in our government that's trying to weaken the people from independence. That's why it's all the food places being attacked. Look what's going on with the farms in Idaho where they're holding their water back. Why? It makes no sense. And yet golf courses still get water, all that crazy stuff, but the farms don't. No, it's always the food they attack. It's weapons. It's stuff like that. It's anything that gives us independence. And, I really do. I think there's something shady that's going on, and I don't think it's from a foreign country. I don't. Or if it is, it's allowed. So Zuckerberg needs tons of water in Idaho, so farmers don't. I know, it's disgusting, man. It's just horrifying. So, anyways, I don't see any way it's Putin. I would just be shocked. I'd be shocked. Let me see if that pulls up anyways. What was that? Explosion ammo? Yeah, I can't find anything on that on Twitter. There's one tweet on it, but there's nothing. It's just some random guy. I'll just say Arkansas factory. That might be a better way to bring it up. Oh, okay, here it is. I found it. Eureka. I found it. Holy smokes. Ammo factory in Arkansas. Boom. Jeez Louise, man. Well, look at this. They took out Hellfire and Javelin rockets and more shells for Ukraine and Israel. So that's interesting. That's very interesting. Yeah, Putin said he likes Trump's Ukraine peace plan. I know, I agree. Yeah. See, Al agrees too. He's a smart guy. They're going after unpasteurized milk and butter. Oh, I know. Which is just nuts, guys. Do you realize how poisonous our food is? It's so gross. It's just very sad, but I really believe there's so much more going on in our country that's going to change in the next 5 years. There's just so much more awakening that's going to happen. We don't even know. Oh yeah, I just saw it, Vin, but thanks. Yeah, crazy stuff, guys, crazy stuff. But you know what? Despite all this nonsense, I'm so hopeful. I know things are going to get better. We have started something. We've really started something. This election, what the Supreme Court's doing, it started something that cannot be overturned. The people are awake. It's too late for them. They can't win. We're going to win. We're going to win in the markets. We're going to win in politics. We're going to win in our culture. We're changing this country around. We are completely changing this country around. And I think it's going to be a hard work. We're going to go through a bad economy here in the next couple of years, maybe a few months. And but on the backside of it, in 5-10 years, we're going to look back and say it was all worth it. We saved our country. We were all a part of it in some way, and our kids and grandkids are going to have a better future than we thought we were going to have. And I'm excited about that. I really do think it's turning. I have so much hope. I have so much hope that this is going to be November 5th this year. And this is going to be the beginning of I think the winning started, but this is going to be where it really continues. So, hey, good night, honey. I love you. My daughter's going to bed. But anyways, on that note, guys, I think I'm going to cut it out. I am getting tired, but, hold on. A couple of comments here. Have numbers to that. Sharp as a Mundabot. Oh my God, Al, you're on it. Vin Man, shouldn't the Chevron approach be deemed null and void, nullify the FDA banning interstate sale of raw butter? Well, Vin, in my opinion, they probably won't nullify it unless it's challenged. But if it's challenged, now it's easy to nullify it. And that's a good point. I hadn't thought about stuff like that. That and raw milk, yeah. Buy an alliance with Olive Garden in Ukraine and league with Soros. That's why Putin invaded Ukraine. U.S. promised no NATO. Oh, yeah, absolutely. You're right on all that, Alan. Absolutely. It all started with the color revolution in 2014. I know. Listen, I believe you guys. It's just I got to see it sometimes to really confirm it. You know, I am a lot of people who come on here and don't like me. They're like, you're a conspiracy theorist. You just listen. I always, if I'm like really reporting something, I always confirm it from a good source. Doesn't mean it always turns out to be true, but I don't like really talk about something or push it until I've seen confirmation, because there is a lot of false information out there. It's just not the false information they say it is. And so, you know, I'm always skeptical of stuff I see from, there's some certain like right-wing places which I really want to believe what they're saying, but I just can't confirm it. So I don't listen that much. I don't trust them. There's obviously the left-wing sources are all crap, but you know, I try to confirm everything. And that's why when I even talk about stocks, guys, I don't talk about stocks unless I really, really believe in something because of researching it. You know, that doesn't mean I'll be right. But it does mean that I'm coming to you with conviction, that I've confirmed things that I needed confirmed. So many stressed people, hope it changes attitudes, makes people less irritable and mean. Saw Despicable Me on 4th and so many mean people at the movie? Wow. Seinfeld said the Titleist aspect of the blowhole was made up the day before. Oh, you're welcome, being bro. Have a great night. Donna, Bill Gates, apple poison being applied to produce. I know. It's crazy. Well, he gets it where they get their french fries. You know, I don't eat McDonald's french fries anyways. You know why? Because they're made in vegetable oil. And vegetable oil is horrible for you. It's like putting motor oil in your gut. It's terrible for you. And the only place that doesn't use vegetable oil for its fries that I've found is Bojangles. They use lard, which is really good for you. So, yeah, but yeah, fries, bad news. Why hasn't news media said anything about this? I can tell you why. Robert says, one man's conspiracy is not around truth. Yeah, it's a lot of people's truth these days. Oh, you're good, Al. It was very funny, man. All right, Thomas. Feel better, man. Keep us updated what you're going through so we can pray for you. Speaking of that, I'm going to end in a prayer. But also, guys, again, this was a bonus members live for the public, which is cool. But if you like more of these, please join. It supports me. It helps me make more content. It really does. All I ask is $3 a month. And for $3 a month, you get 3 to 5 extra lives a month plus other bonuses. And, I think it's a good deal. I think it's fair. So, so if you don't mind joining, that'd be awesome. Support the channel. And if you want even more stuff on my Patreon, head over there. You can do a free trial, see if it's worth it for you. But I'm teaching people how to make money. And I'm helping people understand the spiritual aspect of things better too. So there's 2 different classes you can choose from or get all of it. So, I just try to make a lot of content available for you guys in a way that is valuable, but also, supports me enough where I can keep making it. I have a wife and kids who I take time away from to do this. And it's because of you guys making it worth it that I'm able to do it. So I thank you, members. As always, you guys are so awesome. I appreciate you guys so much. Appreciate everybody who gifts the memberships, helps there, all the donations, everything. You guys are amazing. And because of you guys, I'm able to do this. It means the world to me because this is my favorite work I do. I love this more than my job. I love it more than side gigs. This creating content to teach, to explore, to bring a community together. It is my favorite thing I get to do. That is for I create, and so or work, and it's all because of you guys. So again, thank you so much. So appreciate you guys. Your husband made you throw away a gallon of vegetable oil. Good for him. Adventures. You're funny, man. All right, guys. Well, let's pray and have it call tonight. So, Heavenly Father, thank you for today. Bless these people here. We are such a blessed people, but I know even better things are coming. Thank you for the the fight these people have, the perseverance, the way they're looking to get better for themselves, for their families, to grow and to help be a part of changing the world. I'm so just grateful to be a part of this community in any way, shape, or form. And pray for wisdom in all of our decisions going forward. Pray that we can just all prosper going forward, and we can also help in our lives make the ripple effects of change that change a nation, change our markets, make a better place for our kids and grandkids. And so we pray for justice. We pray for justice in our markets, pray for justice in our country and our politics, and everywhere, our legal system, all of it. And so that everybody can have a fair shot of making a good living and do something they can be love and be passionate about and help others in as well. In Jesus' name, amen. Love you guys so much. Having a lot of fun tonight. Probably won't see you tomorrow. Hanging out with my sister all day. So Monday it is. Love you guys. See you later. Bye-bye.